Alara's footsteps echoed softly as she walked away from the glade and the golden book. The garden around her seemed to shift and change, reflecting her inner thoughts and emotions. She had learned much from the Keeper of Secrets and the book, but there was still a sense of uncertainty about what lay ahead. She knew that the garden's true nature was far from fully revealed and that more challenges awaited her. As she wandered through the lush greenery, the garden's landscape seemed to change. The once clear paths grew foggy, and the colors of the flowers and trees began to blend together in a mesmerizing, yet confusing, array. Alara could feel a gentle pull guiding her forward, urging her to continue her journey. After walking for some time, she arrived at a small clearing where 3 paths diverged. Each path was marked by a different symbol, a sun, a moon, and a star. The symbols were carved into wooden posts that stood at the entrance of each path. Alara knew that choosing the right path was important, but she didn't know which one to take. She stood for a moment, contemplating her options. The path marked with the sun seemed warm and inviting, its light shining brightly. The path marked with the moon was cool and serene, bathed in a soft, silvery glow. The path marked with the star was dark and mysterious, its end obscured by shadows. Alara took a deep breath and decided to follow the path marked with the sun. It felt like the right choice, and she hoped it would lead her closer to understanding the garden's secrets. As she walked along the sunlit path, the air grew warmer, and the light around her became brighter. The path was lined with vibrant flowers and tall, golden grasses that swayed gently in the breeze. It was beautiful and peaceful, but Alara remained alert, knowing that the garden was full of surprises. After a while, she came upon a large, open field filled with golden flowers. In the center of the field was a pedestal with a large, shining sun symbol carved into it. On the pedestal rested a small box, its surface covered with intricate patterns. Alara approached the pedestal and carefully opened the box. Inside, she found a collection of objects, a compass, a key, and a small, folded note. She picked up the note and unfolded it. The note read, "To find the path forward, you must choose the right direction. The compass will guide you, but only if you have the key to unlock its true power." Alara looked at the compass and the key. The compass had a strange design, with symbols and markings she didn't recognize. She wondered how the key would unlock the compass's power. She decided to examine the field for any clues. As she looked around, she noticed that the golden flowers were arranged in a pattern that resembled the compass's design. The flowers seemed to point in different directions, creating a map of sorts. Alara realized that the key might be hidden within this pattern. She carefully followed the pattern of the flowers, searching for a hidden spot where the key might fit. After some time, she found a small, hidden compartment in the ground. She inserted the key into the compartment, and a hidden drawer slowly opened, revealing a small, crystal vial. The vial contained a shimmering liquid that seemed to change colors as Alara held it up to the light. She remembered the note's mention of unlocking the compass's power and wondered if the liquid was part of that process. With a sense of curiosity and determination, she poured a few drops of the liquid onto the compass. The compass glowed brightly, and its needle began to spin rapidly. The symbols on the compass seemed to come to life, and Alara felt a surge of energy as the compass pointed towards a new direction. She knew this was the key to continuing her journey. Following the compass's direction, Alara walked through the field and back onto the path. The sunlit path eventually led her to a large, ancient tree with a hollow trunk. Inside the hollow was a small door, similar to the one she had seen earlier in the glade. Alara opened the door and found a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. She hesitated for a moment, but then steeled herself and began to descend. The staircase was lined with glowing crystals that provided just enough light to see. At the bottom of the staircase, Alara found herself in a dimly lit chamber. The walls of the chamber were covered with intricate carvings and symbols, and in the center of the room was a pedestal with a large, moon-shaped emblem. On the pedestal rested another box, similar to the one she had found in the field. Alara opened the box and found another note, which read, "To pass the test of the moon, you must reflect upon your true self. Only by understanding your innermost desires can you find the way forward." Alara took a deep breath and looked around the chamber. The carvings on the walls seemed to depict various phases of the moon, each symbolizing different aspects of the human experience. She realized that this trial was not about physical challenges, but about self-reflection. She closed her eyes and took a moment to reflect on her own life. She thought about her family, her past, and her deepest desires. She realized that understanding herself and accepting her true feelings were crucial to her journey. The moon-shaped emblem on the pedestal seemed to glow softly, as if acknowledging her introspection. As Alara continued to reflect, the walls of the chamber began to shimmer and change, revealing scenes from her past. She saw moments of joy and sorrow, love and loss. Each scene helped her understand herself better and accept the parts of her life she had struggled with. When she felt ready, she opened her eyes and saw that the moon-shaped emblem on the pedestal had transformed into a key. She picked up the key and felt a sense of accomplishment. She knew that understanding herself was an essential part of her journey. Alara retraced her steps up the staircase and emerged back into the sunlit field. The compass was still guiding her, pointing towards the final path. She followed its direction, hoping it would lead her to the last trial. The path led her to a dark, shadowy forest. The trees were tall and twisted, their branches reaching out like skeletal hands. The air was thick with an eerie silence, and the shadows seemed to move on their own. Alara felt a shiver run down her spine, but she pressed on. The shadows seemed to form patterns and shapes, creating a maze of darkness. She knew that this trial would be the most challenging yet. As she navigated through the shadows, she encountered strange, whispering voices. The voices seemed to taunt and challenge her, trying to lead her astray. Alara focused on the compass, using its guidance to stay on the right path. After what felt like hours of navigating through the maze of shadows, she came upon a clearing with a large, star-shaped stone in the center. The stone was covered in ancient runes, and a soft, starry light emanated from its surface. Alara approached the stone and placed the key she had found in the moon chamber into a small slot on the stone. The runes began to glow, and the stone shifted to reveal a hidden compartment. Inside the compartment was a small, ornate box with a star symbol on it. Alara opened the box and found a final note, which read, "The final trial is one of courage and trust. Trust in yourself and in the journey you have undertaken. The path ahead will be revealed to those who have embraced their trials and stayed true to their purpose." As Alara read the note, she felt a sense of clarity and determination. She had faced challenges of courage, wisdom, and self-reflection, and she had remained true to her purpose. She knew that the final trial was about trusting in the journey and in herself. With renewed confidence, Alara followed the path revealed by the compass, moving forward with a sense of purpose and hope. She had learned much from the garden's trials, and she was ready to embrace whatever lay ahead in her quest to uncover the secrets of the Garden of Lost Memories.